Hey everyone, it's Cheyenne, and as you can tell, I am back home. I don't know if I said the gaming video was gonna be today, but if I did, I'm sorry. Um, my voice is shot, so if there is a gaming video, it's gonna be later today. But I think I said I was gonna do it next week, so probably, most definitely gonna be next week, whether I have a voice or not. It's just gonna be the cover video next week. That's gonna be difficult. I just finished making the video for Thursday. Um, and my voice isn't shot because of that video. My voice was shot before that video, and that's why in the video, you guys probably noticed I fucked up like a couple of times. Like, there was just a couple of times where my voice broke, and that's because, so I actually forgot because I just got home today. Well, actually, technically yesterday since it's 1:27 a.m. But I just got home Wednesday, and I totally forgot that it was Wednesday and that needed to make a video. I need to start making these when I'm well. I need to make an extra one for days that I'm something comes up or I'm not well. I keep forgetting to do that, and I mean to, but I just keep forgetting. Sorry. But yeah, so I was laying in bed, I was watching Avalon High, don't judge me. And I was like, fuck, what day is today? Today is Wednesday. Actually, technically right now it's Thursday because it was already midnight by the time I checked my clock to see what day it was. Oh, the video just got finished being made, so now I can upload. So as you guys can tell, hearing me right now, my voice is way worse than it was Tuesday. And it wasn't like this earlier today. It was fine earlier. Well, this morning, the Wednesday morning, it was a little shot. A little tiny bit. But throughout the rest of the day, it was fine. But now, even though I haven't been talking, I've been laying in bed or working on a new picture, which by the way, not anytime soon. Well, there'll probably be another art dump in the future. Right now I don't think there's enough new photos for an art dump. What song did I do? That's the song I did. But when you guys do see those photos, a lot of them are gonna be with a girl and a guy, and that's because, I draw people the best. But also because I'm doing these photos based off of very, 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 very many dreams I've had. And since typically I am a hopeless romantic, which is weird because I'm really not good at opening up to love. So let's just not even get into that though. So typically when I dream, I have dreams about love, romance, and adventure. Probably mostly because of the books I read and the games I play and the movies I watch. But so some of the most vivid dreams I've had always have the same person in it as my love interest. I have something my brain made up, I guess, because I don't know who it is. But so they're usually really good dreams. This last one I drew actually started off as a nightmare, and my dreams have been more vivid lately, and that's because of the anxiety medication I've started taking. That's a normal thing. I was already used to having vivid dreams, so usually as long as it's not a nightmare, I'm fine. This past one that I drew started off as a nightmare. It was, I got into another relationship, but it was a fucking terrible relationship. And when I left the dude in the dream, and he came back and kidnapped me. Listen, I don't always control my dreams, okay? But I ended up getting away in the dream, and I found this dude who ended up helping me. I jumped out of a moving vehicle, so throughout all of the dream, I had this gash in my head right here. Look, like I said, I don't control my dreams. So I drew the part where the one dude, the nice dude, was helping me. Um, so just for reference, you're like, hey, there's a lot of these, it's just a girl and guy. This because I'm drawing based off of some of the dreams that I've had. Not all of them are perfect, but my pictures are never perfect. But I think the ones that I draw based off of my dreams are some of my best pictures so far. So I feel like that's something to look forward to a bit. Oh god, I wish I could draw some of the landscapes I've seen in my dreams, because some of those, like when I'm not having dreams about romance, I'm usually having dreams about adventure. Um, like I always used to dream I was the hero of my own story, my own life. But so usually the adventure dreams are like these beautiful fucking landscapes. I'm sorry I'm cursing so much, but I curse more when I'm sick. I just curse a lot in general. I really shouldn't use that as an excuse. Um, but like so that oh god, how do you? I don't even know how to completely describe it. So I'm gonna try to learn how to draw landscapes because I really want to learn how because I really want to draw these things that I've seen in my dreams, the more vivid ones. There's one I keep returning to where it's like this secret uh lake meadow area and it's surrounded by willow trees and the water in the lake is so completely clear and blue that it's just oh god, it's unforgettable. And I've I hope that there's a place like that in the world that still exists today because I want to see it in person. It's one of those places that's just like even in the dream it's so peaceful and so gentle that the moment you step into it, even in the dream, you just feel at ease, you know? Um, that's one of my favorite dreams to have is the dream about that lake, that secret lake. Um, I've had 4 or 5 in the past year dreams about that one area. They're just such good dreams. Um, I always had to get there, like, there's a cliff passage, and that's how you get to it. And you have to walk, like, a certain amount of distance, and the turn, and I can't remember the passage to it perfectly, but it's like, in the dream, in my heart, I know it. So, yeah. A little bit for you guys to know about me. Since I was a kid, probably because of my overactive imagination, I have always weighed heavily into my dreams. Um, they're my inspiration for a lot of the things I do when it comes to like art and music and writing. So it's just something for you guys to know about me. Love my dreams because they're usually pretty amazing. And even some of the nightmares that I have are like weirdly surreal. Like usually my nightmares have to do with natural disasters, like tornadoes. Usually it's tornadoes, and that's because in the past I've dealt with tornadoes before. I haven't really dealt, knock on wood, with a whole lot of like earthquakes, volcanoes, or hurricanes. But when my family and I lived in Illinois, there was one time we had the like 5 tornadoes at once, and I was away from my parents at the time. So usually when I have a nightmare about a natural disaster, it's a tornado, and it almost always ends up with me like trying to face up to the tornado, and somehow I have the power to not be sucked up into the air and thrown like a fucking rag doll. When I stand up next to it, it's like I'm freaking Hercules. Um, but even then, like, even in those parts of dreams, oh, I have had a few dreams about tsunamis. That's just because I I can swim, but not well. And so tsunamis do kind of freak me out. Floods in general. Alright, I think I've talked for long enough, and I really shouldn't be talking so much because my voice, but it's whatevs. Without further ado, I love you guys so much. Stay you. Believe in yourselves because you guys are absolutely amazing, and I mean that. Don't forget that. Don't forget to dance today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. And I will be spending this time trying to get better. Bye, guys.